This week on Big Eyes, we sit down and talk about some of our favorite manga artists. 3 new Shonen Jump titles coming up really soon. Law and Order and Jujutsu Kaisen. And is Deku's dad black in My Hero Academia? Stay tuned for these things and more on the Big Eyes Podcast. And welcome to an all-new week, all-new episode of the Big Eyes Podcast. I'm your host for the week, AD. I still got LJ here. You know what I'm saying? We decided to switch roles for the moment, you feel me? So
I just want to hear AD's voice first, you know what? After listening to you and Jeff, I was just like, AD comes on the podcast sounding like Barry White, so...
Bruh, I ain't gonna hold you. Folks done told me that on calls on at work one day. I was like, bruh, I ain't even trying to do all of that. You feel me? Like I can hit the low notes. I can hit a little soprano.
AD, were you in a children's choir in church
for like all of 1 week?
AD was there blowing. AD was about to have a solo. They had to kick my man out. They're like, nah, never mind. They said,
I ain't go enough.
They about to send you straight to the big leagues.
I ain't go enough. They let me take home like a little trophy or whatever. We had like Sunday school,
and then after that, at Sunday school, that's crazy.
It was like a little something, man. I can't even remember. I was like 10 years old, but like it was just something for Sunday school. We were practicing to be like the altar boys or whatever. And then after that, after I had my one moment, I ain't really do it too much. After that, I just stopped going. I ain't go too much no more.
Man, let me figure out AD can sing. Mills can sing. People don't know that.
Oh man, I gotta hear that.
Yep. Y'all go ask Mills. Go ask Mills to sing for you. Mills can sing, I promise you, bro. Mills be blowing, man. For real.
Lookout choir.
Lookout choir. That would be hard. Lookout choir.
Pull up an Anime NYC. Everybody just start singing outside.
Hey, we gonna be like Jodeci.
Oh man, that should be dope though. I ain't gonna hold you. That might be hard. Niggas be like, bro, what these boys got going on?
The Lookout boy band. I'm down. I'm down to. We should just rebrand. We should just become a boy band.
I ain't got no problem with that.
We're gonna be CTS.
CTS. Oh man. But how you doing, bro? How you been, man?
Man, good. It has been a fun week with manga news and discourse and talk.
Yeah, a lot of things have been going on, popping up. You know what I mean? A lot of things in the works for Shonen Jump. You know, you want to start off with some news, man? You want to start?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's more like. Nah, there's some good news because people have been sad over this Red Hood stuff for too long.
Oh no. So here's the thing. Like, I've been over it. Like, I knew it was gonna happen. I think I told you when I first thought it was gonna happen, like a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, nah, this shit getting out the paint. Like, it is what it is. But now we are about to see Neru. I think is next up, and Shonen Jump has already announced the 3 titles that are coming in to fill the gap. And the reason there's 3 titles is because the third gap, it was filled by them doing a whole bunch of one-shots for like the last month or so. So now that the one-shot little contest is over with, now they're about to go into the new year, have some new stuff running in. So Shonen Jump has announced 3 titles. The first title is Ayashimon. That's the one that's coming up this week. It's by Yuji Kaku, who wrote Jigoku Raku Hell's Paradise. It ended earlier this year. You're supposed to get some news in on Jump Festa. And his editor is returning from Jigoku Raku, so we might see some good things happening with them. You know.
Okay. I'm liking that so far.
Yeah, the small description that comes with it is it's supposed to be an underworld yokai battle series with a male and mysterious female lead character. So might be a little interesting.
We talking battle series. We thinking tournament arcs, like just bad tournament arcs.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I want to see where it goes. I ain't gonna hold you.
We talking yokai baki? Like what are we talking about here? I don't know. I like it. I like what it sounds like.
Yeah, same. I'm like, that got me kind of interested. Like, we need something to fill that Chainsaw Man. We got JJK in the wings, you know what I mean? The other one that's doing like the kind of cursed demon thing, but we really ain't got nothing like that in Shonen Jump recently. So like, I kind of want to see where this goes.
Yeah, I mean, and this guy did Hell's Paradise, right?
Yeah.
I like Hell's Paradise too. I mean, I like the art style. I haven't read it fully, but I like the art. Okay. Yeah. All right. I will buy. I'll buy a little bit of stock into it.
Okay.
Just enough stock.
I'm gonna ask you a question after I get through all 3 titles, because that's gonna be a part of the game. All right.
Okay.
So, second title that's coming up is Mamoru Shugomaru by Ihara Daiki. This person wrote Kosuru One Piece, which is basically a slice of life One Piece spinoff. And their editor is Naito, who's currently in charge of One Piece. However, they have also been a part of many act series like The Last Sayuki and Our Blood Oath. So there's that with this person. Like, I don't know how this is going to go. And the other thing about this is Kosuru One Piece was still in serialization, and they put it on hiatus just for them to go ahead and try to do this weekly thing. So like, even if this gets axed, they got a backup plan. So there's that. So okay. This could be something that you might have to raise your eyebrow at. But the description of it is, it's supposed to be about a schoolgirl and an android boy and their lifestyle. So I see it as kind of the reverse of Me and Roboco.
They getting on their her shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So instead, they just changed Siri's voice up. She's gonna be getting down with Siri, eh? She's about to be falling in love with the internet. All
right. You seen Made in Abyss?
Nah.
Okay, it kind of sounds like that to me. I also go watch Made in Abyss, bro. It's actually kind of dope. Like,
is it?
Yeah, it's kind of dope. It's really good. The last one is called Dororon, or whatever. There's so many names.
What is up with people in these like repeating other names, bro?
Bro, when I read that, I was like, "Oh hell nah."
Nah, bro, this is low key. That's wow. They beasted.
That's egregious.
They beasted. That's really.
Bro, you got Dororo.
We have to stop this trend.
Don, and now
Don, Dororo. Bro, this is wow.
Doro. Bro, I'm tired of this. I'm sorry, bro.
Why do they all start with D?
Niggas just listened to some Rich Boy, bro. That's all it was.
That was too much.
That's all it was.
That is Dodoron.
Or
alright, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. It's by Osuka Jin. Their editor is Katayama, and this person is actually kind of clean because they're currently in charge of JJK, and they also been in charge of Demon Slayer and Black Clover. So they have some hits under their belt. And the premise is, it's a boy and he's tagging along with a mysterious being to subjugate yokai. So it kind of sounds like Ayashimon. So I mean, we're getting some yokai back into Shonen Jump right now.
Okay, we get some more demon stuff. Okay. Yeah. A lot of demon stuff. Demons is back. Demon time. Okay.
Yeah, we on demon time.
Demon time. Okay.
So here's the game. Right. The name of the game is called Chopping Block.
Alright.
And I'm gonna add 6P in here because I'm not finna say all them P's. So I'm gonna just call it 6P, the music one. Which one do you think is gonna be first to get axed out of all 4 of these?
Oh, PvP. For sure. PvP for sure. I don't see that lasting.
Really?
I don't think it's good.
The interesting thing is, it was pretty high in the rankings from the last time I saw.
I mean, also, I haven't seen these other ones, but right now with PvP, I don't like it. How these sound, and it's not even just about me liking it.
Yeah.
just how these sounds. It sounds like some stuff that once these drop, PvP is gonna just slowly break down. Like it can. I could see that dropping really fast, especially if these three come out the gate swinging.
Yeah.
Okay, they gotta come out swinging, but they gotta be consistent. I think like all these descriptions, they sound like creative ideas, but not anything out of the norm. And I think they're playing it safe. They're playing it pretty safe, especially with the things that they're playing with here. You got yokai, you got battle stuff. The android and a schoolgirl, could how Blue Box is doing. If they start writing a really good, that they got the hardest job because they got to write like a legit ass story. If it's anything slice of lifey or anything like that, like their stories are gonna have to be on point. With the other two, I think that as long as the action stays consistent, the story keeps pushing forward, they'll be okay. I mean, that's what happened with Red Hood. That beginning took way too long.
Yeah, the beginning, I think that first chapter was pretty solid with Red Hood, but like after that point with the second wolves and then them jumping into burning the town down, it took way too long.
Like we were in that one setting too long. Like there was a point where I was legit thinking like, is this gonna be as big as the world gets right now? Like I didn't see it, and then all of a sudden they expanded, and I don't know. It started just. I think this is the issue. I think. With Red Hood, they had a very creative concept, especially playing with like the Grimm Brothers stories and all these kind of mythical creatures, especially things that American fans can all relate to. Like we know about werewolves, we know about Cinderella. You know what I'm saying? Like we know about So you're doing a lot of these Western fairy tales. And I think that idea was very creative, but the hard thing I feel like with very creative ideas like that is that there's some like you have to keep that creativity up. Like you can't like get lazy with it, and that's what they were doing with some of the stuff, which made the writing really corny, like the Wolfonium and then the Lycathon disease. Like that was like way like that was like you're not even trying at that point. And I don't know, the writing just got really corny. The story just got corny. I mean, how it ended was cool. How they're kind of just like they're trying to tease something, but I mean, they're gonna have to come. If they get picked up or whatever happens with this story, if it gotta.
I think the most they could get is like a movie. That's the most that it could get.
I mean, yeah, you could maybe. But even then, it's like what I watched. I'll probably watch it. It could probably translate well. But as the manga, I don't know. It wasn't good to me. It wasn't good. I think Neru was doomed by after chapter 1. It was pretty doomed.
I mean, with Neru I think Neru started to pick up steam after a certain while. But then it after that point, it was like, all right, you already came out the gate like, kind of lacking, and you playing the second half kind of strong. But at that point, it's like, bruh, they already done ran the board on you. Like, it's too late. It's too little, too late for that. So I mean, I agree. But we got these 3 coming up, so I just wanted to see what your thoughts were and how these kind of sounded, and how long do you think any of these could run? Because right now, my biggest hopes are for like Ayashimon, because like we saw Yuji Kaku have a hit with Hell's Paradise. It was like 120 something chapters. Like that's a decent length.
No, it is. That's great. And Hell's Paradise is, I mean, once again, I haven't fully read it, but what I have seen and what I've, what I'm saying, looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good. It's something that I definitely want to finish up, but my backlog is absolutely insane right now. So
yeah, no, definitely.
People gotta, they gotta be patient.
Yeah.
But no, I think that I think all 3 of these sound good, but once again, it's not something that I can give a full. I think that they sound like that. I could already kind of tell some of the flaws that some of these may have, and I could also see some of the good side on both. Yeah. So I'm like,
We'll just have to wait for that first chapter for each of them to drop.
I want Mamor to do good though. It sounds tight.
Yeah.
I wonder how dark Doron, whatever, is gonna be. Because I think if that's a series where it's gonna be a little bit more, for lack of a better term, like noir, like they're traveling, but like there's like this real kind of, you know, secrecy story that's going on with it, you know, like they're not basing it off on some like, here's this really strong yokai that kills a lot of things and this boy that also has some, you know what I'm saying? Like if it doesn't go full blown shonen with it and kind of goes a little bit more like maybe there's a mystery, there's something that they're trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we get a overall thing that they're trying to solve immediately, and you kind of get thrown in that story, that would be fine. Like, if it's more of like a mystery than an actual like shonen, and or an action shonen or something. But I think that the whatchamacallit, I think the Ayashiman though, they're the most basic, so they could easily they can easily go. I mean, it sounds the most basic, a battle series with yokai with mysterious, you know what I'm saying? So it with this, it really depends on it depends on a lot. It depends on a lot. We got a lot of battling stuff happening right now, so
yeah, we just gonna have to wait and see when all 3 of these first chapters come out.
I think though, they all sound really good. I'm excited. This is probably the first bunch. I mean, the last bunch I was really excited for, but also like I said last time, they gave Red Hood the push to the moon. They even gave Nero some mad love. So the fact that these are, you know, we're just getting these announcements. Which ones you say comes next week?
Ayashiman.
Ayashiman starts next week. Okay. All right, I'm gonna read it as soon as it comes in.
All right, that's a bet. Speaking of Yuji Kaku's work, we got some news from Jump Festa, along with Hell's Paradise getting a little showing at Jump Festa. We got some news about Bleach getting a special stage at Jump Festa for the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. That's the last arc in the manga that hasn't been animated yet. And we also got some news about JoJo's Part 6. You know, we see some previews about that. The first 12 episodes dropped December 1st. So I mean, we're getting a lot of good stuff coming this December, man. A lot of good announcements. We're gonna get the Spy Family tease and that first watch in December on Jump Festa. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming up, man. Like, I think 2022 is gonna be a big year, to say the least.
It's gonna be a banner year for anime next year. Ooh, next year, like this year they got in their bag because the pandemic ruined everything.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of things that came out this year was really probably more scheduled for last year.
Yeah.
Like last year never happened, bro. Like I think we would have seen a lot of things that was already coming out this year. But that means man, yeah, next year is gonna be insane. 2022, we're spoiled.
Yeah, man. We're
all right. Let me clear off for part 2 of Attack on Titan. Like, regardless of how I feel about Attack on Titan, like
it's gonna come out the gate swinging.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they got, you know, that's gonna be easily one of the biggest things of the year. I'm gonna be real, okay. Although I have my gripes with the manga ending, the maybe it looks better in the anime.
See, here's the thing. I was texting Meals like as I was reading through it, because y'all done peer pressured me into like reading the end. But like,
you still didn't finish it?
No, I read it. I read everything.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, up until like those last 2 or 3 chapters, everything was actually heat. Like the twists and turns, the stakes were getting higher and higher. Like, I think we're really gonna see something special for all the anime only people who are on Attack on Titan, man. You're really gonna see something special, like with this second season, with the second half. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be real. You're on the Big Eyes podcast. I don't care about no spoilers, bro.
But I'm just saying, because it's been a minute since we actually talked about Attack on Titan.
You know where you're at. Listen, what Jeff did in the last episode.
This man,
that wasn't okay. That was not okay.
This man had to play some Offset, bro. Go listen to Lookout, man. Lookout this week was fun.
Jeff did yesterday. He really said "fuck y'all." Fuck y'all on the wrong show though. We're on Big Eyes now. If you haven't read, I'm sorry. You're doing it to yourself. We're literally the show that's about reading the manga.
We actually had like a whole episode in like March or April. A whole episode, man. Go play that back.
So that's on you if you make that decision. But Jeff yesterday was absolutely bonkers.
This man said
he's a nutcase. Love Jeff.
My bad if you don't know Kenjaku. Fuck it though.
I'll see you. Can't wait to see the guys soon. But Jeff's a goddamn nut.
Oh man,
love him.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. I think we're gonna get some good stuff though. All in all, like,
it's gonna be great.
Yeah, man.
So Bleach though.
Yeah, Bleach. I really want to read it. I still haven't read it yet. I was watching some episodes. I was watching like the End of the Soul Society this past weekend. It like I don't know why, but that's still like the best part to me. That and Iran card, but like I can't get through it. So I think like at some point I'm just gonna have
Bleach
to like.
Is long though.
Yeah, it's almost 700 chapters.
Yeah, I know. Like that's a lot. I understand why you wouldn't want to just read that because I'm not really good at going back. Like I'm not the type of person who can watch something like you know how people can like watch a long series but like kind of go in and out of it.
Oh, that's me with One Piece. I ain't going. That's me.
I can't do it. Like I'm the type of person where I have to watch the whole thing. Like I need to see the entire. So it's like sometimes having the brain power to sit down and read Bleach is. But with the 1,000 Year Wars thing.
Yeah, I think that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Yeah. Especially because we done had that one shot chapter with the sequel. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be really fun to see like the resurgence of Bleach, and I'm really excited for all Bleach fans out there.
Can we say Kubo's top 5 manga artists?
I'm glad you said that because that was going to be the next segment. I'm glad you said that. I want to say he is, but there's just a lot of top 5, like there's all right. So there's a lot of jump artists out here, man. Like they got so much good work. But Kubo, his style, man, the clothes, the drip, the demon forms, all of that stuff, man. Would you put him in top 5?
Oh yeah, definitely. I put him in top 5 for sure.
So give me your Kubo? Top 5. Give me your top 5.
My top 5 manga artists.
Yeah.
Inu is that how you pronounce it?
I think it's Inoue. Yeah.
Okay, Inoue for sure.
And that's the guy who made Slam Dunk, right?
Slam Dunk and Vagabond.
Yeah. That's a very good art style.
Horikoshi for sure.
Yeah.
Kubo for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Okay, this is where it starts getting funky right here.
Yeah.
This is where it starts getting a little wonky for me right here because I don't know. This is where it gets hard for me. It's so many. There's so many.
So for me, I want to I might put Kubo in there, just because his art style is that good.
I mean, I gotta throw Kubo in there because he's really the guy that like.
But here's the thing.
Like you want to talk about like a lot of new generation guys, like you know, Akutami, like a lot of people, like a lot of these newer dudes, especially younger dudes that are around our age that are coming up.
Like Tabata from Black Clover, like I really love his art style, but you could kind of see the influence from Bleach, like with his demon forms, especially in the latest chapters, like of Black Clover. But I also really like Tabata's style. One person who I think goes underrated is Kazuki Takahashi. He's the person who made Yu-Gi-Oh! So all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Styles are kind of clean. Like
I might have to Sadamoto, who did Neon Evangelion.
Okay.
That's hard because like you got to think like all right, you gotta think manga artists. Like, Grant, we got our Shonen Jump stuff, but like, there's some like, man, there's some
branch
meat,
out
you know?
of you
Like,
branch out
you
of
gotta
Jump,
really gotta branch. Like, you really gotta branch. Like, we can't. There's a lot. There's a lot. I can't choose. There's like my head hurts thinking about it right now.
I'm gonna just throw some names out there. Kishimoto, because of Naruto. Naruto got a clean art style. Boichi for Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone, when it's not in its science bag, when it starts doing the detailed like art and double page spreads, that shit's amazing. I would say Araki because JoJo's
Yeah, I
has
was
such
gonna say
a
Araki definitely gotta be in there somewhere.
Matsui for Assassination Classroom and Elusive Samurai.
I really don't like that art style. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm not saying it's bad. Like
I just like it because it's like it's very descriptive and like.
Yeah, it's also really depends on like the type of art style you like. Like Akutami's one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? But like I really enjoy his art style. Like it's, it's much. I don't know. Like I don't want to say realistic, but I don't like it super cartoony and bubbly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I really like and it also reminds me of Kubo a lot. Like, but you can tell that's his influence.
See, that's why I would like Oda, just because like that man's art style is too diverse. Like he can draw serious characters, and then he could draw some goofy shit and be like, "Bro, what the fuck is that? Like, how the fuck did you? Bro, you were on LSD? Like, were you laced? Like, what's going on here?"
Cooked.
Yeah, but that's why for Oda, I like that from him, like just because of how diverse it is.
I don't know, man. This is hard. We're gonna have to come up with a list. Okay, listen, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be a special episode. We're gonna get some people. We're gonna debate who are our top 5 manga artists of all time.
Yeah.
All right. If you're enjoying this, if you're a person who that's the big reason why I read manga, anyways, man. Listen, a story's cool, but I only get for the artwork, guys. I like pictures, and I don't like reading. I told y'all, bro. I'm done. I quit reading books with words in them. If they don't got pictures in it, I don't care for it anymore. That's my new. That's my new.
You got to stamp that.
Yep, that's me now. But I think this is definitely a worthy conversation to have. So
we'll jump back into this.
For sure.
I do want to get into one person. Because they are now commissioned for a new manga. It's not in Weekly Shonen Jump. It's in Jump Square. It's with Blue Exorcist, World Trigger, and all of that stuff that came out last week. And it's called Shoten. And the artist is Takeshi Obata of Death Note, and he currently has Platinum Man running on the airwaves right now. But he got commissioned for this, and we haven't seen him get separated from the writer for Death Note since they did Hikaru no Go way back in the day. So like it's interesting to see like this person just come out of the gate and like able to work with someone else. And I think with Shoten, I think the first 2 chapters that they dropped were really clean. How do you feel about the series so far?
I enjoy it a lot. I enjoyed those first 2 chapters. I would say that it's really funny that they're doing like a comedy series now after all the death. I feel it.
Yeah.
Two series like that, I would probably want to do something a little bit more lighthearted too. So
yeah,
I respect it. I think the first 2 chapters were really good. When it first got announced, my biggest concern was really the translation. I think that a lot of those niche Japanese jokes and a lot of those, a lot of the comedy in their cultures is it's very different. The jokes hit very differently, and with the translations, if you don't translate it right or get the right translation on it, the joke could end up like really losing its impact and really losing it, what really makes it funny. So I was like, okay, cool. reading the first 2 chapters and just kind of seeing how some of the jokes are written was it gave me a little bit more confidence. I think some of the overall like antics of it was really good too. Not just like you know what I'm saying, like not just like how the story was written was funny, but a lot of the visuals and the actual things that the characters are doing, the movement of the characters, like the dad trying to do the rice cooker thing, you know what I'm saying, and like that was funny to me in the second chapter. I like how also I like no, and also like how my bad, I'm gonna say his last name, you can go, but I like how they're kind of breaking down the art of stand-up and the art of improv. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just about being funny. Like, it's about, like, there's some, like, serious technique and some serious things and timings that happen in comedy that if you don't get those things right, like, it's more than just telling a joke. I think that's what they got really going well for them right now, is that they're really diving into, you know, he's talking like the second chapter was all about him talking about range and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who are you telling your jokes to? You know, the second one was really about improv and him having to figure out the timing of, you know, this and that. So it's, you know, it was great. I think the first 2 chapters are really good. They kept me entertained. I rocked with it a lot.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up. It really helps that you have such a decent main character who is the student of comedy in a way, because you see that in the first chapter he is kind of like writing in jokes to this show, and he's been winning like every day for like I don't know how long. But he does it secretly. Like, he's very shy. He really doesn't like stand out too much. He's a part of the student council, but he just sits back in the class. And it wasn't until he met this celebrity who goes to their school, and they kind of hit it off there. It kind of reminds me of Bakuman in a way, where it's like they want to become this duo to kind of become the best comedy duo in the country. And they have their own goals, and it kind of shows like where the main character excels at, where he's become the student of comedy so much. He's written so many jokes and studied so many different art forms of comedy, whether it's the improv, you know, you have to tailor your jokes to the certain audience, like you said, with the range, and you have to understand who you're speaking to for certain jokes, so you know that those jokes will land. So I think with you know, the duo that we have, and we're going to follow through this, I think it's going to really blossom really well into a very, very enjoyable series. And I think there will be some heartfelt moments, because even when you see like with his family, them trying to oppose him going out for their dreams, and like, you know, you just need to study for school, like don't even worry about jokes. But then you dive into the dad, where he had to give up his dreams because, you know, he really thought he wasn't good, but his mom said to his dad, like, you know, I really thought you played nicely, and that kind of touched me.
Oh yeah, bro, I can't lie, that shit was hilarious. Like, his dad's back, once again, that comedy, like, that's great comedy right there. Like, but like his dad's trying to be this folk singer, and because it's so typical, but it's hilarious how they presented it. And then like him fighting in the bar, like, how
like,
that all
I'm trash. Don't
play
with me. I know I'm trash, bro. Like, don't play with me.
That's it. It was great. I loved it. I loved it a lot. I think it's a great series. No, I mean, not a great series, but I think it's off to a good start so far. I think it's off to a good start. It's cool to see them do something a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit more loving.
Yeah, most definitely. But now now we can get into things that ain't giving so much love. JJK, ain't no love in the courtroom.
None at all. No love in the courtroom. I hope this goes by fast, though. I don't need them to drag this along.
Oh yeah, nah, same here. I think it went by pretty fast. Like, the fact that we see Higuruma use his domain expansion, Deadly Sentencing. That's the name of it. And it actually is a non-combative type domain expansion. I think this is the first time that we've seen something like this, where like it's not a sure hit kill. Like, niggas ain't throwing hands.
But it's effective. It's perfect. I mean, it also goes. Yeah. I mean, I like the callback to Tengen and him talking about like what domain expansions are really supposed to be used for.
Yeah.
Like it's just you're really just you're just trying to fight within some set of rules that you create.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see other people be creative in a way with these set of rules that, like you said, doesn't have to always be combative, because what he does is bringing you into this courtroom. He puts you on trial for something, but he has like a set of evidence, so you have to like either argue for yourself or find yourself guilty. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, like, you're in a legit courtroom, but your repercussions are, like he took like taking away Yuji's cursed energy.
Yeah. And I think that was the most interesting thing, like the fact that his judge was capable of pulling up his whole rap sheet, but then it was just based on what the argument presented, the argument that you present and the argument that you have to present against Higuruma, and vice versa. And that determines whether
man in 4K
pulled the evidence out and everything. He's like, I don't even know what this is. Only the judge knows. But like at that same time, like, if you say that you did it, all right, cool. We will see how this plays out. Like, but the fact that Yuji lied and said, nah, I did do it, but like I wasn't in there like intentionally. And then he pulled out the rap sheet and was like, nah, you actually did do this on purpose and you want some money. Like, yeah, nah.
It's Yuji gotta be better at lying. Should just tell the truth.
Yeah,
not like in the domain expansion you got to. In the domain expansion you got to. Too much on the line here.
Exactly. You don't want to fuck it up. Like
Yuji got caught sneaking in the club. He wasn't thinking smart. He was not thinking on his toes in that situation.
Because here's the thing.
Airhead. You see, Yuji was too focused on bombing it out with him. You just like skip it. Word, no violence in the domain expansion. I'll probably punch his lights out. It don't really matter. See, he wasn't thinking 2 steps ahead.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Like, even Hiruma was like, if you had just lied to me, like, we could have threw the whole case out the window. Like, that ain't me. I don't know what you're talking about. But Yuji, like, trying to think 3 steps ahead, knowing he ain't really good at that, it was like, I kind of overshot it. I kind of overplayed it. Now you got to pay the consequences.
Yuji's not the guy you want in those pressure situations. Yuji's gonna spill the beans.
Yeah.
They're gonna put the lobster and the steak in front of him. He gonna eat it.
I don't know about that. He might question it at first. He might think about it. He might. But we'll see how he plays out now, because he ain't got no cursed energy. But he's still a strong ass nigga. So like we'll see how this goes from there. Also, Akutami got his second COVID shot. That's why he was out for last week. So I mean, like, stay healthy.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Took you forever, but it's good. You got here.
Yeah.
Now we getting boosted up out here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get your extra shot. Everybody go get vaccinated. That's the official Big Eye stance here too.
Yes, most definitely.
Listen, bro, we know Aaron Rodgers, we know Kyrie, bro. Go get vaccinated.
Please.
We're trying to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar shit here. Know what I'm saying? So yeah, go get vaccinated.
Yeah, man.
But nah, this chapter was good though. I don't know what to predict for next week.
I don't know either.
I just hope it goes fast. That's just what I like. It seems that Yuji's gonna be in a tough battle here. Obviously, Higuruma is he's a top dog. They want him for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to actually see his domain expansion, but also see him use his cursed energy with the mallet. That's hard. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, most definitely.
But not like we're seeing Yuji back to being normal Yuji, and straight hands, strict toughness. So we're gonna see what happens there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I mean, like I said, I just hope it's a fast-paced battle that doesn't drag on for
another chapter and a half.
Two chapters max.
I think. Well, it depends. It really depends.
If it goes 3 chapters, if by the end of the 3rd chapter we haven't made some like serious advancements.
Here's the thing. It really depends on how next chapter goes. If next chapter goes and it like either involves the other kid that led Yuji there, or it goes back to Megumi, and we see what happens with him, then I could see it like stretching out to like another 2 or 3 chapters.
Yeah, we do have Megumi too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if they bounce back and forth, you gotta just, you know what I'm saying? You gotta at least. I don't want to just see just this straight Yuji fight. I want to see what Megumi does.
Yeah.
See what all comes out of it. I just hope this whole little thing though doesn't take a very long time.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
You keep going. You know what I'm saying? You got other people to look for. I wonder what Panda and Hikari are doing.
We're not getting them until next year. We're not seeing them at all.
I don't know. Maybe we go there next chapter.
I would be surprised. I would be surprised.
Because, I mean, listen, we can go. I mean, low-key, Akutami's at a good stopping spot for both of these battles. To look at, like, Megumi's battle just started. You know, he's like, fuck this. I'm about to run it up. And then Yuji's battle is starting, and he's like, okay, you see his back's against the ropes. He got his, you know what I'm saying? He has no curses, so that's building some suspense. We just go see what Hikari and Panda are doing. They don't have to be doing nothing too crazy, or maybe like, we spend 2 chapters with them and they mess around and find the angel, and then they're saying they propose the angel, you know. Or no, they're not looking for the angel. They're looking for
Higuruma. Like they were literally looking for him.
Oh yeah, they were looking for him too.
Yeah, because remember, because he was the other person with 100 points. So I think with Yuji and Megumi, we're looking for Higuruma. Hikari and Panda maybe we're looking for the angel to unlock Gojo out the seal.
Was it that, or was there another person that they're looking for? I gotta remember now. I gotta go back.
The third person that was mentioned. Well, there's 4 people. It's those 2.
Listen, along there, we just want to see what they're doing. They don't gotta be doing nothing too crazy. They don't gotta be doing nothing too boring. But it'll be cool to just kind of be like, what the hell are they up to right now? You don't gotta be on there long, but it'll be a nice little kind of, okay, cool, change of pace. You know, skirt, and then, you know, we can get back into this fight within 2 chapters. If he really wants to like drag it out, but
I don't think it's gonna get dragged out though. We will see.
We will see. But yeah, I mean, overall, good chapter.
Yes, sir.
Don't miss. So
yeah. Next up, we got something that hasn't been missing for a good little minute because this fight has been, in my opinion, fantastic. MHA.
It's been good.
I don't know, man.
I told you this was gonna happen though. She got cooked.
We don't know what happens though. Like it ended on such a cliffhanger. I really want to see what happens. Like I feel like with JJK ending with Yuji actually getting his powers taken, I don't know how I feel about this just with the Shiggy palm on Star's face. Like I don't know. I feel like they should have went a little bit more had she actually got cooked. You feel me? So
the most exciting thing about this chapter is now the rumor that Deku's dad is black.
That is hilarious. That is fucking hilarious.
That is the most funniest thing in the world. I need to go find the tweet just so I know. I want to give the actual the flowers right now on this tweet.
Hold on.
This is hands down the absolute funniest thing. Hold on. Nope, we're gonna find it.
We gotta find the original one.
You got it. You're getting your.
I found it. Tangs and Zangs.
TANGSANZANZ. Frederick Farnes Barrington. I know it's a fake name, but I want you to know that right now, the Big Eyes Podcast truly appreciates you.
That nigga got the cleanest cut.
Easily the anime tweet of the year.
Hey,
I just personally want to thank you for doing this. This right here is one of the greatest moments in anime Twitter history.
It is
one of the greatest moments in Twitter history. I don't even care, even if you're not a fan of My Hero Academia. This is so goddamn funny, and the responses are so goddamn funny. It started a goddamn snowball effect of even more funnier shit.
Like we gonna have to post the tweet later today just so niggas can see it.
Listen, I'm gonna bookmark it now. I don't ever want to lose this.
Oh my god.
It's even funnier because the chapter doesn't even remotely like
it. It just was some offhanded nigga, bro. Like at the beginning of the chapter.
Yeah, it was just some nigga in the army.
Yo.
Oh man, that's the funniest tweet.
Yeah,
Is
man.
Deku half black, man? Is Deku half black? Hell, I don't know.
I mean, he did have the afro one time when Bakugo cooked this shit.
I mean, he a light skinned nigga. He crying a lot.
His dad ain't there.
I ain't trying to start no color wars. We not starting no color wars on here. Us light skinned niggas do cry though. It is what it is. No, that nigga's dad being a goddamn black dude though. That's funny as hell.
Yeah. You think he drive? You think he drive a Camaro? You think he drive a Challenger?
Oh hell yeah, he drive a Camaro. It's the only reason why he there. It's the only reason why he there. He doing it for the Camaro, bro. Ain't no way. Look at him. You know he doing it for the Camaro. You see how he's sipping that beer? He's so laxed. You know, I'm doing this shit. I already know what my goal is. He doing it He doing it for the Camaro, bro. That shit crazy. That shit is crazy. Hell nah. That's wild though. Deku's mom, he said like he in America. Deku's mom went on that study abroad trip. Got to wildin'. She got to wildin' on that study abroad trip. Came back to Japan. Started getting in contact with this man. She didn't know about niggas.
Like he overseas.
She didn't know about niggas get dialed though yet. The number you have dialed is not in service. Please try
that man
again.
ducked off on the base. Ain't answering no phone calls or telegrams.
Yeah, listen. But no, that was hilarious. That was the absolute funniest thing about this. This chapter is a 5-star chapter only because that came out of it. So thank you.
Yeah.
No, it was good though.
Yeah, we actually got to see like Shiggy like actually be a menace. She did the whole like intercontinental punch that blew up the entire ocean with her super Megazord air self. You know what I mean? But Shiggy dug himself into a crevice in the ground and like dodged it at the last second. He came out scarred and just like shot himself all the way up to Star's face.
This is
it started shit talking.
I made the cover before this. I should have used the picture when he's popping out the hole.
Yeah, bro. That nigga is a menace. He is sick.
I love this chapter because we really learn more about how Shiggy is controlling his powers now.
Yeah.
Like, him talking about now that he can, decay to like, certain spots now. He can control his decay and like what he decays. Seeing him like move on the fly, like decaying a hole into the ground when they drop the missile. No, they really try to send my man to God though. Like this was really some overkill shit. Like
it was even to the point where like even the pilots were like, "Bro, just blow us up. Like this man is a menace. Like if you gotta blow us up, go ahead and do it." And like she ain't pulled the trigger.
Oh yeah, definitely. She went crazy. Then seeing that panel of Shigaraki pulling out of the earth and he's like his face is half burnt and you see his muscles and his bones and all that shit is hard.
Yeah, man.
Horikoshi ain't got one on me today. Ain't got one. You might have got one.
Is Horikoshi in the top 5?
Damn, see, man, like, fuck.
That's gonna be the question. That's gonna be the question of the week. Like, who's in your top 5 manga artists? Goddamn, like
top 5 manga artists. That might be just a new Spaces. That's gonna be our next Spaces, bro. We about to argue.
We still gotta do we still gotta announce the Tokyo Avengers thing. Like,
man, listen. We'll figure the date about that. Nah, we need to get this top 5 manga artists Spaces. popping immediately. We might make an announcement tomorrow. We might set it up either for sometime this week or sometime next week. We need to get it popping. Top 5 manga artists. Big Eyes conversations. I need answers. I need answers on this, people. I need it. Who are your top 5 manga artists of all time? We're going to set this up. I need to hear the conversations.
I would like to put Togashi, but he likes to put words more than the actual art sometimes. So I'm like, when he does actually draw,
be in it though, man.
When he likes to draw, it's crazy. When he likes to draw, that shit is crazy. But that's when he likes to draw and when he's healthy enough to draw. We love you, Togashi. Stay healthy.
Togashi. I mean, Togashi's like he's one of those ones. Come on, Ashida.
Would you put Toriyama in there for all the work that he's done with Dragon Ball? Would you put Toriyama in there?
I think niggas have drawn better Toriyama pictures than Toriyama.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I think niggas have done better pictures than Toriyama. I don't know. Oh, that's so damn hard. That's so hard, bro. I gotta take some time. I gotta really think about this.
Yeah, man.
I gotta really think about this. This shit is messing me up right now. Bro, okay. Yeah, we might have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to get this popping. This is a real serious conversation.
Yeah, this is a real serious conversation that we're gonna have to have at some point.
Oh yeah, we will. Listen, we'll set this up. So, but since you made it to this point, thank you for listening to another episode of the Big Eyes Podcast. As always, you already know where to find us at the Lookout. So make sure you're following the Lookout RNC on Twitter. Make sure you're subscribed wherever you're listening to podcasts. Make sure you're subscribed to RNC Radio Live wherever you listen to podcasts. And make sure you're checking out the A Show. Shout out to the Black Variant. They're dropping a secret files that I am on. So if you're signed up for their Patreon, then you will hear me talk mad reckless about a lot of different things. Yeah, I was bugging.
Man, listen, I wish I could have made it for that.
I was bugging, but we would have them. We'll get For Real Part 3 popping soon. So, but make sure you're following. Them. The Black Variant, A Show, Rewriters Room, Godly, so much RSPN, NBA season,
RNCRadiolive.com. Goddamn.
Yeah, RNCRadiolive.com. Everyone stop shop. You can go find it all there. So, RSPN, Elite Media, big things happening over there. Shout out to my guys. Yeah, but other than that, AD, what's the sign off?
You already know. Please read more manga, watch more anime, and be on the lookout for the Big Eyes Podcast. Thank you.